Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be talking about my spring reading plans. Before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say that I will no longer be doing monthly TBRs. I've been doing videos every single month where I talk about new releases, and I did that for a very, very long time, and then I switched over to doing a mixture of new releases and books I wanted to read in the month. And that is what I did all of last year. Did I do that the year before, or did I just start doing that last year? I don't remember. And obviously I was continuing to do that this year, but I just realized that there's not really that many books that I'm anticipating every single month. There's less and less new books that I'm excited about. I'd rather read a lot of backlist titles, and I could just do my monthly TBRs on the books that I want to read, but I just feel like it's very repetitive. If I don't read a book in a month, I usually have it on my radar for the next month following, and that's just repetitive in a video. Like, I don't want to do my monthly TBR videos like that because I'm such a mood reader. I really just read things on whims usually. Like, sometimes I'll have a plan to read something and I will actually read it, but for the most part, I kind of just read whatever I feel like reading. And TBR videos are just a little stressful for me, I'm not gonna lie. I feel the pressure to at least read a couple of books that I mention in my TBR videos, and I don't really want to do that anymore. I think one of the main reasons why I continued to do monthly TBR videos is because I wanted to talk about new releases that were coming out, and I wanted to share what I was in the mood to read or what I had on my radar. But I feel like I can do that in a seasonal TBR. So that is what I'm going to do for the rest of the year, I think, is just do seasonal TBR. So today I'm going to do my spring TBR, and then maybe in like late June I will do a summer TBR. September I'll do fall TBR and stuff. I'm just hoping it'll be less repetitive and I'm still able to talk about some new releases I'm excited about. Obviously I won't be able to talk about ones that are announced last minute, but that's just the way things go. I need to let go of having to be on top of everything and like making sure I talk about all these new releases, making sure I'm talking about all the recent news, and I just need to let that go because it's not that serious. And if I'm that excited about a new release, like, I should just read it within the month and then talk about it in my wrap up. It's kind of crazy now that I'm like pushing back my TBR videos and I'm only doing one every couple of months, and I'm doing my wrap ups every 2 months. I just feel like I'm pushing things further and further back, but I don't know, it gives me a little bit more freedom to make other videos and also to just be a little bit more relaxed and give me more time to read, which is always my end goal. I will link my April and May releases Goodreads lists. I don't think I've fully done them, but I will link them and I will keep adding them throughout the months. At the moment, only have 4 anticipated releases for April and May. The first anticipated release that I have is The Coldest Winter by Brittany Cherry. This is a new adult romance. I believe it follows a student and a teacher. Then we have Runaway Love by Melanie Harlow. This is a single dad and a nanny, I do believe. Then we have Charlie, Love and Clichés by Ella Mays. This, I believe, follows our female character who was supposed to go on this date with this guy, and he gets hired at her family company, but he doesn't remember her. And then the last new release is Dangerous Innocence by Cora Riley. This is a first book in a new series that she has. I think this is supposed to be like the Irish mob or something, but I'm very excited for a new Mafia series from Cora Riley. And the rest of the books are just other books that I'm hoping to read or that I plan to read. Who knows with me? I never really read things that I plan and hope to read. The first book I'm actually currently in the middle of, I still have not finished this. It is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I talked about this in my, I think, 2 most recent vlogs, and I'm still 210 pages into this book. It's just boring and I don't really love the characters or the story, so I would like to finish it though because I don't DNF books, so I will finish this, but I'm not loving it. I also did start The Flatshare by Beth O'Leary a couple of weeks ago. I am only 47 pages into this. The writing style is a little different, so it has taken me a while to get used to it, but I would love to continue this and finish it. It just follows two characters who share an apartment, but they have never met, so they communicate with letters and messages and stuff. Very interesting, and I do believe this is a TV show, if I'm remembering correctly, so if I like the book, I would really like to watch the TV show. I mean, I think I might watch the show anyways, even if I don't love this book, because I would like to see how they adapted it. But yeah, I'd love to finish this. I really want to continue the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. I have yet to continue. I read the first book, Flawless, so I would love to continue with Heartless and maybe continue this series. We'll see. I didn't love Flawless. I've yet to talk about it in my wrap-up, which unfortunately will be at the end of April. But I gave that book 3 stars. I just didn't love it. However, I have heard that the second book is better, so we'll see. This is a really short book, so I think I'm definitely going to read this. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is a little YA contemporary. This is about 2 ex-best friends who fall in love. It also takes place in a survival course. I feel like this will be a cute spring into summer romance. Kind of continuing with my little YA journey. I'm in the mood to read YA right now, so I'm kind of just going with that. And I am hoping to start Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. I would love to read the entire trilogy. I do own the second book, which is Kingdom of the Curse, and I did buy the third book already, so that is on the way to me. I finally finished the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and I really, really loved it, so I kind of want to continue reading Kerri Maniscalco, and I've heard really good things about this series. This, I think, is paranormal, and I think it deals with witches and Princes of Hell, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited because I've heard that the third book is like new adult, which is fun. So yeah, hopefully I can binge the series. I have been saying this for, I feel like months now, but I would love to at least start Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Last Hours trilogy. I do own the entire trilogy, so I would love to also binge this, but these books are massive, and I just know Cassandra Clare and her long-ass chapters, and sometimes I just can't do it. So I would love to get into this. I would love to start this trilogy. That's my main goal. If I can just like start this, I know that I will breeze through this because there is something so addicting about Cassandra Clare's books that I know once I start, I'll be into it. So I just need to like pick it up and start reading it. I've heard that book 1 and book 2 are like people's favorites. I've heard bad things about the third book, but if I can get through the first 2 books, I could read the third book. I'd love to read Mile High by Liz Tomford. This is a hockey romance. I've heard such wonderful things about this first book and the second book, so if I love this first one, I will jump onto the second one. I would also love to read Saving Six and Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. This is the 3rd and 4th book in the Boys of Tommen series. I was kind of waiting till the 2 books came out so I could binge them because I didn't want to read Saving Six if that one ended on a cliffhanger and I had to wait a couple of weeks. So they're both out now so I can binge them, and that's probably what I will do. And then the last book is a very random one, but I've been seeing this around recently and it looks pretty good. And that's The Wrong Mr. Right by Stephanie Archer. This is the 2nd book in the series. And normally I would read the first book and then move on to the second book, but I've heard better things about this second book. So I think I'm just going to start with this one. And then if I like it, I'll jump back to the first book. He'll make her a hot girl, but can he make her his girl? He'll coax the pretty bookworm out of her shell, but they'll do it his way. It just sounds really fun. And the cover is so adorable, but I've heard it's very steamy. So I'm excited to give this one a try. So those are all my reading plans for the next 2 months. Let me know what new releases you're anticipating for April and May and any of your other reading plans. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.